Happy Monday. Welcome to another Hustle Education. And I'm really excited. We have Steven here. He is an educator for Great Lengths Hair Extensions. Steven, tell us a little bit about yourself before you start talking to us about Great Lengths here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. So I'm a freelance hairdresser. I've been working with Great Lengths now for about 15 years, and I've been educating with them for about 13. Obviously, mainly with the keratin bond side, but now obviously doing some more of the tapes as well. Great Lengths has been a passion of mine since day one, since the day I started learning about them. It's something I love doing. I could spend every day doing them. They're so much fun, transforming people. It's just the best thing ever. Been hairdressing for about 25 years now. Makes me feel very old. So it's kind of pretty much about me. Originally from the UK, moved here in 2007, and I'm about to open my own little salon again.
Awesome. That's exciting. I'm really looking forward to hearing how that goes, Steven.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Fun and stressful. Yeah.
Now we do, just to give you a bit of a heads up, Steven, we have some stylists here that already use Great Lengths, as Kristen mentioned before, which is wonderful. I know Steph uses Great Lengths. She's nodding her head there. And I know that Hilda, Abby, Sarah, I think they were asking questions in the past about it as well. So we've got some newbies here that have never used Great Lengths, just to give you a bit of context. So
yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things I love the most about Great Lengths is the journey of the hair. That's the biggest thing for me, is where the hair comes from. It's all Indian hair. There's no chemical process done to this hair whatsoever. It leaves India intact. It's all Remy hair, which all means the cuticle is facing the same direction. It's all double drawn, which means it's thick. The tapes are a little bit softer on the end, which is nice. Then it gets blown over to brown, and that's when the process happens. Removing that natural pigment from the hair, no harmful bleach. It's actually a process called osmosis. If people have looked into Great Lengths, they might have seen a video. We should get Mommy to put that video on the Facebook group because it's a really cool video to watch. And then the hair is actually then recolored with fabric dye, which does not fade. The one thing I love the most is the hair can actually be traced back to the original donor. It's a really great thing to do. Great Lengths then put a profit back into the Indian temples. So I think that's the thing I love about it the most. We know exactly where it's come from. And there's no, everything is done by hand, which you'll see in the video if we can get that uploaded at some point. There's no machinery done. Everything is by hand. And if I get this right, if I don't get this right, Karen might tell me off. I believe it takes 7 years for the people to color blend this hair. So it takes so many colors to make one color. And it takes 7 years for that person to learn how to do that. Like, it's actually incredible. The whole journey of it is amazing. So, and then we've obviously now got the new tapes, the Essenza tapes, which came out just over 12 months ago now.
Yep.
Yeah, just over 12 months ago. There is 23 colors in the range, 2 of which are rooted, which I actually managed to get so much is cool to show everyone, which I love. Just that blend is so beautiful. So if you're using these on clients, especially if you're working towards the top, if we're working at the top, you just get that better seamless feel with them, which is cool. And you can always put a bit of a brighter one underneath, so you're still getting that nice brightness of hair. I've got a really good doll head to work with here. It's cool. I think that's my journey with Great Lengths and why I love them so much, is everything's just done so well. The tape itself really stays in the hair well, but actually removes super easy. I don't know if anyone's seen any of the education done on the tapes. When you remove them, you can actually retape it and put it straight back in without even washing the hair, which is great. And there's not many brands you can do that. The tape itself is smaller than most other tapes, but has more hair in it because it's Indian hair. So it's not thick, chunk pieces of hair like some other brands. You can see the hair's actually a lot finer, but there's actually more hair in each tape. So there's a few ways you can do it. Everyone has their own thing. We're hairdressers. We like to learn the basics and then go our own way to do things. The way I like to do it is remove the tape, remove the strip off the tape. I like to work from the top and push it on. That way, for me, I find like I'm collecting enough hair. Some people like to work underneath. This is just my way to do it. And then we take our second one, lift that up, and you can see it's collected hair. I would push that in a bit harder, especially on a doll head. It's never fun doing things on dolls. Lift that up. Any excess hair, just remove out of the way. And then I get my next tape. And the good thing about the tapes being smaller is you don't need to cut them in half. Like some people tend to cut tapes in half to make them smaller, but with these you don't, because they're a good size. And then working underneath, connect them together.
Steven, I'm wondering if we can maybe bring it a little bit closer in.
That better? And then we have our quite large pliers. These have like little grooves in them. You can't really see it, but if you run your nail across it, you can feel it. Using that actually fits the whole length of the tape. Press that down really hard, and that'll secure it in place. So that will go nowhere now until you're ready to remove it.
Quick question on the pliers, Steven.
Yeah.
Those pliers, I mean, I can see that they are the length of the tape.
Yeah.
But I can see that they're wider than normal pliers.
Yeah.
I know that sounds strange, but I
No.
have had people ask me, how are they different to the pliers I'm using now?
So the pliers, like if you're using pliers, so you've got the pliers that you remove bonds with and them kind of things. These fit the tape perfectly. So you're not going to miss little bits. If you've got ones that are not as wide as these, this way, you could miss bits of the tape. And then that's going to then get water in there, will cause a bit of slippage. And you want to avoid that. So this, if you can see, I'll do it again, actually covers the whole tape. And then you can just press it, and yeah, it won't move. And the fact that there's little ridges in there will create tiny little ridges in here to hold it in place better. So what you really want to achieve when you're doing tapes is making sure you fuse the top tape to the bottom tape. If you don't do it properly, that's when you're going to run into them sliding out a bit too quick.
And evenly fused, because
Yes.
if you're using a pliers that's thinner, they're going clamp, clamp, clamp,
Yeah.
it's uneven.
You're not going to do it properly. Yeah. And try not to, when you are doing this, do stuff like that. Like literally put it all in, squeeze it as hard as you can, done. That's it. Then we've got, I'll just pop another one in. I'm going to go from the underneath this time. So if we just take a small section of hair, and the one thing I would suggest is try not to touch the tape itself too much. You don't want any product or any oil from your hands getting on the tape. You want to keep it as clean as possible, like any tapes. And then we'll pop that underneath. So I'm just going to do it in reverse this time. And then if you've got clients that have got finer hair and you don't want to have to put a tape on top of the tape, you don't want to sandwich them together, we have safety bands. Just come in these. So we can literally just put one tape and then we can put a safety band over the top of it to secure it in place. These are really good for around the hairline. So if you're working around the front of your client and you don't want to really put too much hair there, you can use your safety band. Now, whether you put the safety band on the top or the bottom is up to you. Using your pliers, press it down. That's not going to go anywhere. The safety bands are great. So you don't have to do both. You don't have to sandwich one on top of the other at all. If you've got a client that's got super fine hair, you literally might just do a full head of one piece with a safety band on all of them, rather than overloading someone with fine hair with a double-sided tape, a double-sided one. Removal. So we have the removal spray. Now these are going to come out pretty quick because they're quite fresh. On a client, if these have been in for 5 to 6 weeks, these will still come out really fast, no matter how long they've been in. There was a video posted on the Great Lengths Facebook page, I think, or Instagram page with a removal. I think it was Sarah Jackson that did it. How quick it came out was incredible. I think it was something like, was it like 10 seconds and it was out?
Yes, I think I saw that. I will post it up on the Facebook group.
If anyone hasn't seen it, jump on and have a look.
Yeah.
So we just spray. Some people like to use a tail comb in the top. This is just going to come off quite easy. So take the top one off first, lift the hair up, and then peel the bottom one off. Now, obviously they are fresh, but this is exactly what it'll look like on a client. Zero residue. There'll be nothing there. So now I could take this tape off, put a new one on, stick it on. It's incredible. I've never seen tapes that are so easy to use.
Steven, you're mentioning before And it's so true. When I used to apply tapes, not Great Lengths over 10 years ago, but yes, there was residue still left on the tape and the hair itself.
And it was
I
everywhere.
it was everywhere. Apprentice was trying to get it out for me.
How many cons have we ruined?
Exactly. So are you saying, just to clarify, that there's no residue on tape or hair, and you just retape, put new tape on it, put it back on?
Put it back on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen someone actually wash the client's hair with the existing tape in, blow dry it, because let's face it, anyone that's done tapes knows it can be a nightmare to take them all out, wash the tapes, retape them, wash the client, get all that adhesive off, and then put them all back in. It's a big job. I've seen someone actually wash this, dry the hair, remove the tape, put it straight back on, and there was no residue. It was beautiful. With any extensions, tapes, or the keratin bonds, please, this brush is so important. It's the love of my life. I love this brush. It's the Unwritten. It is available on the Hustle app. If anyone hasn't seen it, it is beautiful. But make sure you're teaching your clients. I'm going to hold the hair up. We all know this as hairdressers. Start from the bottom and then work our way up.
Great. And the cool thing is that you can drop ship those brushes.
Yes. Yeah, they're amazing. And they also have a small one, which is
yes.
really good.
Yep. Stephanie put her thumbs up. The wooden cushion brush, very handy to chuck.
I'm all about packaging. I love the little packaging.
Yes.
You got a handbags one. Yeah, they're amazing brushes. I love them. They're so good. And talking about packaging, I just love the way things come. So the Great Lengths come in these beautiful little packages. It opens up. Everything just looks really nice. So when your client comes in, it just all looks really professional. They literally come. And I like the fact that the ends are a little bit softer. So when you're blending them, they're not hard to blend. You don't have to take too much length off. They're just so seamless. There's a thing we were talking about earlier on. If we do have clients with super, super fine hair, and you are a bit nervous, for those that do keratin bonds, using keratin bonds in the back, in the sides, and maybe if you can, if they come in the right colors that you need, use the micro ones through the sides, and then using tapes in the back. So a bit of a hybrid is incredible too. So there is options for finer people. Again, if you've got someone with super fine hair and you just want to use tapes, then just use the safety bands and just do a one-sided tape rather than don't overload someone. Because if someone's got fine hair here and then you put all this Beyonce hair down here, it's not going to look right.
And when it comes to home care, Steven, can I jump in and just talk about what type of hair care we would highly recommend?
Yeah.
Now, Great Lengths, with the quality that it is, of course, we need to make sure that the client uses quality hair care. And it's great that there's been thorough testing with the unwritten hair care with Great Lengths. And the Bliss Out shampoo and conditioner is probably the most popular, which is fantastic. So it is that hydration repair. Obviously, you can purchase it through the wholesale shop, but you can also drop ship it to your client as well. And we all know the hero product, So Sublime, is hair extension.
I love that product.
Yeah, tell me why you love it, Steven.
I love the way it makes just not even hair extension hair feel, just hair in general. It just makes hair feel beautiful. Has anyone used it? Stephanie has. It is absolutely beautiful.
And you know what? So Sublime is fantastic to put on your, not just your hair, but your Great Lengths before you jump in the water. It protects your hair, prevents moisture loss after swimming. And again, no oily residue or stringiness at all.
Yeah.
So again, can be drop shipped too, and it'll be really nice. You can create a little drop ship link with the Bliss Out shampoo, conditioner, So Sublime, and the brush. Send that drop ship link to your client. Yeah.
The one thing I will say, if you are going to venture more into doing tapes, any form of Great Lengths extensions, the brush is super important. Making sure your clients are brushing them properly. Don't assume people know how to brush their hair. Just really teaching them how to look after them is the most important thing.
Okay, now I'm not sure if anybody knows, but in the wholesale shop in the Hustle app, we do have an Essenza kit. Now I'm just going to quickly screen share my app with you. Give me a moment here. Okay, this is the home screen. Just tap on order wholesale stock. As you can see, I've had a bit of a look already. Scroll across to Great Lengths, and you can see here we have the full introduction kit for $520. The bundle includes absolutely everything you need in order to start your services with Great Lengths Essenza Tapes. You even have mirror decal, price list, consumer brochures, etc. And a really good starter with the unwritten shampoo and conditioner with the Level Up. The Level Up in the unwritten hair care is a little bit lighter. It gives a lot of volume to the hair as well. It has got vitamin boosting in there too, and like we mentioned before, the wooden cushion brush, you've got to have it in your kit there. It also includes anti-tap water, which will help to neutralize the pH level of your scalp and your hair. Everything you need. Yeah, there it is, anti-tap water and remover spray.
This is actually one of my favorite products. Absolutely love it. It's a game changer for not just extension hair, just for hair.
I know people that go on holiday and the quality of water or the hotels that they're in, they use the anti-tap water to spray into their hair.
You were saying about putting the So Sublime on before you swim. I actually tell my clients to put this on.
Yep.
Yeah, so either or. And it's an amazing product. Yep.
So there you go. You've got the intro kit. You've got the contents in there. Just have a bit of a browse in the wholesale shop. $520. I mean, I think that's amazing to get absolutely everything in order for you to start your services. If you do have any questions about how kind of the pricing structure, please tap on Get Help in your app and I can help you with that, of course, me being a Great Lengths user myself. Now, on the 24th of August, there is a Great Lengths tour over in Victoria here in Melbourne with Peter Thompson. Who's heard of Peter Thompson? Yeah, Steph's got a hand up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that link for that Great Lengths tour with Peter Thompson. I'll put it into our Facebook group. So please have a tap on that link. I'll put it on after this session here.
I actually went to the one in Sydney recently. It was amazing.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Such a great night.
Yeah.
And it was just very casual. It was such a casual night. It was just fun. It was a fun night.
Oh, good. Yeah. So I'll put that link up there. It is here in Victoria. Sue's in Victoria. I'm trying to remember everybody else, but yeah, I'm in Victoria too. So if you can make it, tap on that, have a bit of a browse. And should we quickly just, before we wrap up here, can we go a little bit more in depth about the perimenopause situation with the combination of the tapes with the keratin bond, Steven?
When I teach Great Lengths, especially when I'm teaching bonds, if you've got clients that are going through anything like perimenopause and rapid hair loss, use your initiative first to make sure they are candidates for extensions. Don't put them in if you think they're going through a really bad hair loss stage. If they're not, and it's just thinned out a little bit because of perimenopause, using your one-sided tape is amazing. Don't go too high because then you're going to see them. Obviously around our hairlines, don't go too close. That's finer hair. Generally, when people thin, they thin a lot around the front. So just be really careful with that. But I actually like to use hybrid where I do bonds and tapes because I can play a little bit better. And I find with tapes, with bonds, I can place them a bit differently. Yeah, but just use your initiative as a hairdresser, whether you get that client to wait for a little bit so things calm down or you're going with the right way.
Okay, so just a couple of things when I finish the session here. I'm going to put up the Great Lengths video of how they create and hand create the Great Lengths tapes and the bonds. I'll put that up on our Facebook group. I'll also add the little video on how to remove the bonds as well, as Steven mentioned, from Sarah Jackson. And I'll put up that link from the 24th of August. Please have a look. It's a Great Lengths tour here in Melbourne. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And thank you so much, Steven, for taking the time to educate us.
Thank you for having me. That was fun.